Ram Power Days are here. Save up to $10,000 off the MSRP on a new Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4. Now just $28,995. Get more power at Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Drivers Village.
Hi, meteorologist Peter Hall. Updated CNY Central First Alert forecast important today because we have some rain trying to back build into central New York, including Syracuse. I'm afraid we'll have to update the forecast here. We got the same temp, which as of daybreak was 54. We're not getting any higher than that. In fact, we should be dropping through the 40s. Notice the rainfall here. What's happening is that we've got this rain that moved to the east, stopped, and is now trying to back build into central New York. So we've got a transition day, no more 70s. We don't have the worst weather, which is tomorrow, but we do have some leftover rain. What's the matter with tomorrow? All week long, how many times have we pounded the table and tell you, look, it's going to be blustery, got lake effect rain and snow showers. That's what we have. It's going to be poor outside, that's for sure. Decent weekend ahead, especially Sunday should be the best. So here's what's happening. Cold front's through, okay? So that's why we're not as warm as we were yesterday. But behind it, there's, among other things, jet stream energy that's coaxing moisture up from Pennsylvania. As of noon, roughly speaking, the rain is still occurring in this green blob. But what I've noticed is that we're getting that back building action in Pennsylvania. And watch right here by Elmira how this kind of right in there, see how it kind of just nudges westbound? So I wouldn't be surprised if not only will it be wet, Binghamton, Norwich, Sherburne, Utica, Old Forge, Rome. Yeah, then you got to throw Kaz in there, and you got to throw now Fabius and Fayetteville and Syracuse, maybe even as far west as Fulton and Auburn, and maybe Beeville and Ithaca too. So just keep in mind, triple Doppler, that's going to be your friend today to see how far west this rain bends before eventually, after this evening, it heads out of here. Well, on the other side, you're going to say, well, I see more rain here, Pete. What gives? This is a little bit broad brushed, but what's going to happen overnight is we're going to get west winds. There's been southwesterly winds off of Lake Erie all day, and that's going to become westerly too. And at the same time, we're deepening the cold air. So we're going to develop some lake effect precipitation. It's probably going to be a combination. You can see the mix here of green and pinks and blues, so it's elevation dependent. I know you don't see any snow here, but it should be snow over the Tug Hill. I think out of all of this, it'll be weak in this area, or at least down in here most of the night. Winds are going to be westerly, so we expect this area to be the most intense through the late overnight, and then west-northwesterly, roughly about in there for the early morning and morning hours. Now note that that's where some of that intense precipitation continues. Now I know you're saying, well, Pete, I see this over here too. Well, especially with these early season systems, you're not only getting Lake Ontario, but you're also getting Georgian Bay, and that's actually feeding in what you're seeing up there. There's also Lake Huron helping to feed in the Ontario band, and, oh, by the way, Superior and Lake Erie. So it's going to be a big, huge mishmash of snow and rain showers tomorrow almost everywhere. The best chance of there being accumulations will be at nighttime. Makes sense when there's no sun out, even though there's clouds. It's still going to be colder at night. And elevation. So I would not be surprised in the elevations down in here, higher hill towns, Tug Hill, and maybe some of these higher up elevations of the Adirondacks may squeeze out a sloppy accumulation at times late tonight, at times Friday, and at times Friday evening. The winds are still west-northwest for a while in the evening before it shifts to the southwest and produces anything up north and weaker. Cloud cover longest up here, northern third of the viewing area in the state on Saturday. Elsewhere, central and southern New York, I think rather quickly we go from clouds to sun and an improving sky condition, which means better weather. Today's sun, now this is also something that depends on where you live. Chance of sun in Syracuse, and we've had like a couple of percents today so far, and no more than that though. Further west there's been more because the sun's been out bright, but the rest of the area is closer to 0, east of 81. Precipitation probability looks like this, and the 7-day looks like this. You can analyze that on our website, cnycentral.com.